Hey, how's it going everyone, and welcome to another Need for Speed video. In this video I want to talk about the latest Need for Speed title, which is called Need for Speed Payback, which has been announced and it's going to come out later on this year. There is a trailer for it out there, check it out in the description. I highly recommend you do, or just carry on watching this video. Now, this is not going to be a trailer breakdown video or much of my speculation about what the game is going to be. Instead, I just want to focus on the facts that we know about the game and my personal opinions on it at the end of this video. So the game is set in the underworld of Fortune Valley, and players are going to drive three distinctive characters. So the main quest is going to be about vengeance against the House, which is a cartel that rules cities, casinos, and criminals and cops. They will take on a variety of challenges and events in order to, fight this cartel. The three main racers or characters that we get to play are Tyler, which is a racer, or his class is a racer, as you put it. Mac, which is a showman, and Jess, which is a wheelman. So basically, they're gonna have to earn the respect of the underground and, I suppose, get payback on this cartel. So what's new in this game this year? Well, car customization is apparently at the center of the entire experience. So how you fix your rides will determine what events you can compete in and what you're going to be capable of. This will also make it easier to explore the entirety of Fortune Valley, as the game is set on that world this time around. So the locations in Fortune Valley are going to be from canyons to cities, sandy deserts, and really big mountains. This is going to be explored through the eyes of several different characters. So you can play a variety of challenges and events as these three different characters. There's going to be cops, which they're going to be back, they're going to be more relentless and do everything to put you away. And you're going to have 5 different car classes, so which is the race, a drift, off-road, a drag race, and a runner class. What these classes are exactly, or how they're gonna play, is we're gonna have to wait and see, I suppose. But the names kind of give you an idea of what it's going to be about. So you're gonna have 3 different characters with their own specific abilities and kind of ways of driving modes by themselves. But you're also gonna have different types of cars. So customization in this game just took a step up. So it's not just going to be a visual or even performance upgrade. It's now as well the a class upgrade that you're gonna have, or a class to choose from. This kind of gives me a really big feeling of the crew here, but we'll get to that later on. Now, if you pre-order the game, you get which is called the Platinum Car Pack, and offers you 5 unique cars at launch, which are the Nissan 350Z, the Chevrolet Camaro SS, the Dodge Charger RT, the Ford F-150 Raptor, and the Volkswagen Golf GTI Club Sport. And it's all going to come with an exclusive platinum blue tire smoke, whatever the hell that means. The game is coming out on November the 10th for the PS4, Xbox One, and PC, and if you've pre-ordered it now, you can get to play it 3 days early on the 7th of November. So if you want to get the game 3 days early, if it's worth it for you, I'd suggest pre-ordering it. Otherwise, not that worth it. Now, let's go back to my thoughts on this game so far. Keep in mind, this is only after me watching the trailer and obviously learning as much as I can about the game, or what to expect of it so far. If you haven't watched the trailer, again, highly suggest you watch it fully, not just what I'm posting here. There are a few things that come to mind immediately. That was my first impressions on that trailer, which I'm going to relay back here. First and foremost, I've got such a Fast and Furious feeling out of it. It's insane. It really felt like I was just watching the newest Fast and Furious movie coming out there. One thing that I've noticed about the trailer is it's obviously cinematic trailer, so we didn't get to see any in-game gameplay footage just yet. So how the game is going to play and handle, and how it's going to look like exactly in the game engine, not just a fancy looking trailer, is still undetermined. But I hope that an actual gameplay trailer is going to come out soon too. Right. So, like I said, I got a very Fast and Furious series, which is not a bad thing at all. The last time I got a Fast and Furious feeling out of a Need for Speed game was back in the Underground series, where I was getting a Fast and Furious 1 and 2 feelings on the first two Underground games, which I think they got captured that feeling quite well. Obviously not story-wise, but just the way that you could tune out your rides and just, you know, be a really racer. I honestly, they got that down to a T. So hopefully this year they'll kind of capture that as well, which is not such a bad thing, you know. Basically, what it feels like, it's a mashup between the Fast and Furious series and the Crew, and they just got it all together and gave it a Need for Speed twist to it. And that's actually a good thing. One, because this is the closest thing we have to a good Fast and Furious game, and I loved actually a lot of aspects of the Crew, even though the story was a bit weak and there's a lot of things that I disagree with it. But I liked the game overall. It was a lot of fun to play. So after playing Need for Speed the 2015 reboots, again, I think I've said this before, but what I feel like, it was a massive step in the right direction, where the series was kind of picking itself up again, but it was very, very lacking in many aspects. So the graphics looked great, we had better car customization than we ever had before, and the variety wasn't all that great. That's what kind of dropped it. Of course, being able to share vinyls online and just picking them up, that was, to me, was one of the best things ever, because rather than having to download mods or do any kind of work, you know, there's some seriously talented people out there, and they'll do, you know, all that vinyl customization for you guys, so you can have all your favorite cars from pretty much any film, movie, or series that you want ever ready to be downloaded in just a few clicks. You don't need to do much of anything, which I thought it was great. I love that bit on it. I made a video last year actually about speaking how there wasn't going to be a Need for Speed game in 2016. I'll link that video down below if you guys want to watch it. And that video, the point of that video is mainly to allow a longer development time to make a better game. So rather than one yearly mediocre game at best, which is what we were getting previously. Only time will tell if that was a good choice or not, but I'm confident about this game. I mean, they seem to have things figured out a lot better this time. I think they're going to be fitting a lot more content on this game than they have previously, which previous Need for Speed games, especially like the run and whatnot, they just feel lazy as everything. They barely put any effort in there. Customization is next to none, which is what used to make Need for Speed games fantastic. The cops are too easy to evade, the races are repetitive and pretty much always the same. Not with this one. Again, has a lot of Crew feeling, where the Crew does a lot of things right, adding variety to it, and a lot of other stuff was one of the main things. You kind of liked on the visual and customization, and the performance customizations, they kind of added a twist to it, where you can't just go to a shop and buy and make your car as fast as everything. You have to do challenges. I liked that about it, and I disliked it at the same time. So hopefully the Need for Speed will do justice to that as well, and will improve upon that. So obviously adding different types of racing people, adding different types of cars to race, like specs, and obviously performance and visual upgrades, like definitely improving upon that on the 2015 reboots. So I do sincerely hope that these 2 years of development cycle will bring us a much needed better Need for Speed game, as I'd rather wait a little bit longer for a good Need for Speed game than a, you know, yearly crappy one that I'm just going to be disappointed for. So I am once again, and very rarely I've been into the Need for Speed series as of late, excited about it. And again, I've been kind of meh about a lot of other past Need for Speed games. I think I've enjoyed the 2015 reboots, didn't love it. It was a good game, not a great game, unfortunately. And most of those behind it haven't been that good at all. I think one of the top ones that I've enjoyed was obviously Most Wanted, the original 2005 one. I've played and kind of liked Pro Street because it had a new different twist to it, but every other game has just been a downhill for me, and I haven't been excited in quite a while. So I really want this one to be a success. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Like this video if you agree with what I said, and if you want to subscribe to me for the latest Need for Speed updates, please do subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one.